Yo.
Also, as a vegetarian or vegan.
Hey, what's good, Chris? Time to vibe with your boy X.
Okay, we're back. Let's do it.
First up, a bunch of songs with a cool vibe. Cole leading the way.
Okay, Nasdaq's going down. Check. We have music playing or what? Okay. A little bit short-term bearish. Where's my music at? There we go. Okay. Check. What up? All right. So, woke up with a little bit of a drawdown on the trades here. But that allowed us to pick up a little bit more gold, right? We bought some gold down here today on the market open. Which is awesome, right? Why are we bullish on gold? Let's look. We're going to start right off. Everyone loves gold, baby. By the way, I got 50 minutes. 50 minutes only. A little bit of a busy day today. But we've been talking about this. A little bit of rejection off of previous weekly level there with the gold, right? But the reality is it's probably going for new highs. Gold is ultra bullish right now. Probably going for new highs. So that rejection was perfectly fine and accounted for, right? But nothing is being lost yet. We're still in our daily. We're getting ripped back up here. Let's look at the 4 hour, right? Right. We can see some nice wicks here rallying back up, right? Fundamentally, gold is ultra bullish. So I woke up and I bought a couple more, right? A couple more ounces, right? And now with the NASDAQ, we can look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ dumped down. Now, guys, yesterday, what did the level we drew? Like, you gotta be a buffoon if you don't think that this shit works at this point, right? Right? All you gotta do, draw those levels, untested level. We knew it was gonna reject off there. We don't know how much it's gonna reject off that weekly level, right? Yesterday we were talking about this, right? And then, so this is what you would have done yesterday. I didn't take the trade because this account is, it's a small account, and I have no liquidity. I have no margin left. So, unfortunately, I can only use prop firms, and I don't really currently have any prop firms. I'm kind of just only trading for the sake of you guys right now. I don't really care to trade, for my own sake here. But what you would have done, you mark out those levels. You would have looked for a short scalp, right? So on that day there yesterday, right? We showed you all the trades yesterday, right? It's pretty solid. You would have taken a short scalp all the way down to probably a new low here, right? That's where you would have shorted to, right? And then you would have been done for the day, right? And then you would have seen that the daily closed pretty shit, right? Failed to make a new high. So what did we think was going to happen today then? Well, obviously it's going to continue down even further, right? So you would have just shorted again once you've seen that daily close, right? You would have shorted, right? And where are you shorting to now, right? Well, you're looking at the daily candles here. Hey, buddy. FX, Deanna, not buddy. You might be not a buddy. You might be a woman. What is the equivalent to buddy for a woman? I don't know. I usually say love. I call it like I say love when it's when I'm talking to it's like a word of endearment for like a woman, where it's like bro for a man. Anyways, so you've got the failure here. So what is going to happen naturally, right? We have to come back and test the origin of that move, right? So I closed a little bit of my NQ longs, my QQQ longs, right? Because I'm expecting this low, to be breached, right? So we're going to be able to re-enter lower probably, right? Especially when you're considering, it could go even lower, right? We could come way back down here on the NASDAQ, right? So we're just playing it step by step right now. And right now the step tells us that today is bearish and it's probably going to continue down, okay? So we have this level here. This is what we're going to go to. Exactly the same sort of thing we were doing yesterday. We have an end target for the day, right? And we want to just see if there is an area in which we can enter, okay? Bestie, hey? I'm not calling a woman a bestie. What's my minimum R? There's no minimum R. I don't do dumb shit, all right? Like, there's no rules to trading, right? There's no like, this is what I do every time. It's different every single time, okay? We just understand. There's principles we utilize in order to determine where things are going to go, okay? Now, there's a conflicting point of view now, right? Is if you're looking at, if you're looking at this for a bullish perspective, well, you've regained this zone, right? So the bullish perspective is after you've regained that zone, you're going to target these highs again, right? And you're going to do that, okay? So it's a little bit torn right now, right? Let's look at some other time frames, because the reality is, it probably comes up and then could come back down, right? But we still have to watch every single day. Where does the day close? Okay, so then we'll reevaluate. So this is actually maybe a bullish. I know I said it's going down, right? But if you're looking at these times, right, you see we regained that level, right? And then now you're failing to make new lows here, right? So the NASDAQ looks like it's actually pretty dang bullish as well, right? Even though we have this level to the downside if it does go down, right? So honestly, you've probably got this trade right now, right? Come rally back up. Do you trade FX2? No. Oh my God. I don't touch currencies because I don't follow countries. I will occasionally invest in stocks, but it basically gold, Bitcoin, NASDAQ, right? The big three. Right. I think it's gonna come back up, right? And then we'll see where the daily closes. Right? It's probably bullish right now. I wonder if we can. I do have a couple odds here at QQ. Meow meow. Wanna go back outside? You just came in. You gonna go outside again? No, you just wanna flop on the ground? Is it coffee? I have tea. It's a Korean oolong. Hey, Silas! Freaking cat, man. Should trade micros only. You should honestly trade the smallest thing that you can, right? Because it gives you freedom. It gives you the freedom to play more, right? So like I'm trading single ounces of gold, right? Why? Because then I can also trade other things. I can add to it if I want to, right? It's not a huge, like, it's not much money, right? So this looks all right, actually, now that it's... I think the NASDAQ comes back up, right? Let's just push there. One lot. And we'll let it play. Why did Maven bring a 0.5 consistency? We did not. That doesn't exist. That's completely wrong. You're probably thinking minimum profitable days. Yeah, we'll record some clips here in a second. Maven Shorts, we'll react to some stuff. You're probably thinking minimum profitable days, and 0.5% is the requirement for a minimum profitable day, right? So why would a company tell you that you have to have at least 3 minimum profitable days? Well, it's obvious, so that you don't trade all in one day. Like, is it really that difficult to make 0.5% 3 days when you have 8% drawdown? Like here, let me show you. Calculator, right? What are the odds if you traded randomly, doing absolute? This is the chances of you doing that, right? 0.5, right, over 8.5, because that's the total. 0.5 plus 8, right, is so this says we're going to round this to 6, so 6% chance that you don't do that, right? So you have a 94% chance if you trade randomly for that to work. So 0.94, right, to the power of 3. So if you traded randomly, you have an 83% chance. If you have no idea what you're doing and you just fucking go in and push buy for 3 days in a row, there's 83% chance that you're going to pass that. Like, you can't tell me. You can't tell me that is a difficult task. When 83% of people do it without even knowing what they're doing. We'll put it this way. 83% of monkeys would be able to do that. Yeah, the minimum 0.5% profitable days. Yeah, it's literally just there so that you don't do something stupid.
The best thing about it is that you get to take 1.5% profit rather than taking minimum payout.
Yeah. So we're gonna let that trade go. We also have. Let me just write out where. Show me. I'm gonna show you. I'm basically just more or less swing trading at this point. Maybe I'm positionally trading. And then we'll just day trade on the freaking prop. So this is gonna be the gold trade, more or less. We're going to go for... Did we regain this? Oh, we actually failed it. It's more like this, actually. That's the stop. Roughly. Okay, that's the gold one. NASDAQ. Turn. I also want to look at copper too. How's copper doing? Because we are investing in copper now. Failed on the all-time high. Copper is just more of an investment, so we're just going to leave copper forever, probably. Maven's the best prop and affordable. Thanks, guys. Cheers. Quickly look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still doing nothing, it looks like. Yeah, came down yesterday. I mean, I've kind of been saying this, right? It's, you know, I really doubt that they do much with Bitcoin right now. It's coming down to the 71K. Even if it comes up, it's only going to come up to like 100, right? 102, whatever it is, right? This is an area of resistance, right? It's like monthly levels, right? And if it comes up, it's just going to go to the next monthly level and then come down. Okay. So the reality is, you know, I am holding Bitcoin, but because this is a good time, this is a decent time to be buying, and it's a better time here, right? And this is the best time, right? So that's about it, right? Yeah, Bitcoin could easily from here you could lose another 50%. Okay, so just be cautious. Be cautious. Another 50% is in the options of what can happen for Bitcoin. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's I got a couple clips here. I got a few I failed. That's how long it took. That's how long it took me. Oh man, I had looked at this earlier too. I had seen this earlier too, and it's still I knew what I was looking at when I opened this. Let's react to some shit.
Mom. Fucking don't reach me $700 Alright, we're gonna take a screenshot of this chart.
What?
Plug it into the analyzer. Let it analyze. Tell me to buy now, and it's giving me my take profit and my stop loss. I'm gonna plug both of those in real quick. Now we wait.
What the fuck did I just watch? Like, wait. Okay, so $1,700 is not enough to retire your parents, first of all. And then it was actually only $76 if you look at it. And then the next problem is he didn't make 17, it's 76. The next problem is, okay, so what is the analyzer? He's like, let's put in the analyzer, like he's got some fucking hot shit, right? That's gonna tell him how to, like, it's gonna, no, you know what this is? This is a fucking ChatGPT wrapper, right? Nearly all AI is ChatGPT with a fucking nice UI on it and made it into something special for, like, you know, whatever they're using it for. Okay, analyzing chart. Okay, so what does AI know that I don't know? Nothing. That's it. Like, AI is an amalgamation of all of the information online. All right. So if it goes and search, it's basically a Google search that's hashed down really nicely so that you can read it. Right. And it summarizes all of the Google findings. Okay. So you don't have to do Google research. Right. So when you go on ChatGPT and you're like, okay, this is what the chart looks like. What should I do? What it does is it Googles it for you. And then it tells you what the average person would do in this scenario, basically, using FEGs, liquidity zones, fucking trend lines, moving average, all that shit, right? Guess what? None of it works. You know why? Because if it worked, you'd be making money. But it can't work. It cannot work. Because that's the nature of trading, is everyone needs to lose in order to make me money. Everyone needs to lose so that I can win, right? So my information I'm not going to give out. You know what I mean? Basically, right? The guy who's making money is not going to give out his information. I love trading. It's that was a bit of a. I love trading is so funny because it's like
from the views, not from the trade.
He made more money from the views, not from the exactly. I think that was a prop firm too. He was trading on Project X. He was trading on Top Step, which means he didn't even make any money at all because it's not real. It's not real money. It's Top Step. I love trading, dude, because it is just a cesspool of retardism. Like everything you see, like this, that video makes no sense. There are so many problems with that. Yeah, this is good. It's accurate. You know. Like this is why prop firms should have payout caps, right? So that they don't lie to their customers, right? Hey, guess what? You can't make $20,000 in one trade. I think that's perfectly fair. You can make $20,000 over the course of like a couple weeks, maybe. Sure. But you can't make $20,000 in like one day. I think that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like to even promote that sort of gambling is such degenerate behavior. And the amount of actually, you know what? Like for a prop firm side, it is actually kind of beneficial to like pay out these crazy payouts because then people think that like, hey, I'm going to go make $20,000. No, it's like kind of like pulling the slots. You know what I mean? Like occasionally somebody wins the $1 million. But the reality is what you want from a prop firm is one that kind of like limits so so that it's actually realistic for what you can get. And then they actually do pay out every single time, right? But anyways, I digress. What's going on here? Reconnect. Let's throw this back on the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's coming back up again. We were in a little bit of drawdown on that trade. Coming back up a little bit. It's just kind of chopping here, right? Oh no, look at this 30-minute. It's kind of just choppy, eh? If it doesn't rally back up in, 15 minutes or so, we'll probably just exit this, right? Yeah, something like that. Okay. Anyways. How do you deal with staying off the charts while you're in a trade? Oh, I don't care, bro. Smells like gas. Maybe I'm having a stroke. Yo, bro, fuck AI. I can make 2% per month continuously. Hey, that's all. That's all. If you make, I'll be honest with you. If you make 2% per month every single month, you have yourself an amazing method, right? Because then you don't have to deal with drawdowns, right? You don't have to deal with the market crashes. If you can make 2% a month, you're great. Like including when the market is going down, right? Because that's the issue. Everyone can make money in a bull market, right? Like if you look at the Nasdaq and last year 2025, right? If you ask a trader and be like, yo, I'm a day trader, right? And you ask them, be like, how much you make last year, right? And they're like, I made 12%, bro. 1% per month. That's really good, right? Really good. 1% per month. I make a profit, bro, right? Guess what? You underperformed the Nasdaq, right? You did worse than the Nasdaq, which means that you actually lost money, right? Because your trading made you lose money worse than just doing nothing, right? So if you're a Nasdaq trader and you made 12% and the Nasdaq made 15% in a year, do you know what I mean? You actually would have been better off not trading. So it actually means you're a bad trader, right? The one caveat is if you can make 12% while the charts go down, oh wow, okay, now you're a good trader, right? If you can make 12% in 2022 when the market lost 50%, wow, you're good. You're really good, right? But the reality is most traders kind of just fucking randomly trade and then ride the trend up, right? And then they actually end up doing worse than the market. All right.
Do you regret what you did? Nah. Would you do it again? Sure, why not?
What is this from? His voice, man.
Would you take the FEG again? I is an ICT trader. I'm sure FEGs work, even though they've never worked in the past for me. I keep trading ICT. I'm not profitable yet. It's just my discipline that's wrong. It's not my strategy.
Bro.
Alright, I just changed my candle colors. Let me know what you guys think.
I think
so
I
I
see
actually
this.
have the candles as the same color as the background. Basically, I did this so that emotions don't take the best of me, and then I can just gamble and click either buy or sell, and I won't know where it's going to go.
Bro. I don't know if I should say this. I don't know if this is I own a prop firm, right? And your average trader trades worse than random. Right. So this is a funny strategy. It's really funny because we laugh. We're like, oh, you're not going to make money, right? But the average trader trades worse than this. The average trader loses more money than if he were to go and gamble and randomly push buy and sell. So this is a good strategy because it outperforms most traders. He is the top 95% of traders. He still loses money though. Or the top 5% of traders. He still loses money though. He just loses the commissions. Right? Hilarious, right? Take a peek on gold. Gold doing all right here. I'll look at these higher time frames so we can get some solid candles. Let's look at this one. I got a failure. I mean, that's such a bullish move. Such a bullish candle. So that's going to continue up. Yeah, gold's going to do well. Yeah, the NASDAQ you've got. It's so many conflicting views on this NASDAQ trade, honestly. Right? On the one side, you've rejected this, right? And it'll probably continue down to a new low. And the other side, you've got the 24-hour too. But when you're looking at, actually, it's so conflicting. I might just exit this. It's too conflicting. I don't really care to trade it. You know, there's two things that this could be doing right now. I'm not too keen on it. I don't like it. And that's how you got to trade, bro. Literally, like if you're just not feeling it, just don't trade. Right. Apart from trading, what do you love to do? I you know, depends on what how do I want to answer this? It depends on which personality you're talking to. There's two sides of me, dude. There's two sides of me. There's the very peaceful Zen side, and then there's the crazy lunatic side. And they come out at varying times. I used to go to the strip club all the time, dude.
Best strategy: take a 0.01 lot buy on gold on a 100k account, delete MT5, come back once you receive E.
But what I do now is I do a lot of yoga, meditation. I rock climb. I go boxing. Right. I do a lot of exercise. Is what I do for fun. What, buddy? You meow constantly. Meows. Meow. It's a nice day, right? It's not raining for once. Watch this rip up now. A best strategy to take a one lot buy on gold account. Delete. Oh, bro, Maven snips, bro. You got it. The thing though is if the firm has swap fees. So Maven Snip said, all you got to do to guarantee you make money. And I'm going to tell you this right now. You could do this on Maven. Buy 0.1 lot on gold or Bitcoin, whatever it is, and then just wait. Fucking do a swing trade, because Maven is like the only broker or the only prop firm or the only trading area where you just don't have swap fees. So swap fees basically stop you from being a swing trader, right? Which firms don't want you to be swing trading because it's profitable. It is very profitable, right? Yeah, I'll do a giveaway in a second. And so they don't want you to do that. They want you to be a day trader because it's much harder, right? Maven promotes swing trading, okay? So you should swing trade, right? And you should just buy and hold forever, right? And you could make payouts for sure, guaranteed that way. You just have to wait a long time, right? But the great thing about that is, would you rather borrow money and then wait a long time, which is a prop firm, and then make 10 times, 20 times, 50 times as much as you could normally, or use your own money, right? Because I could go into Interactive Brokers here, right? And I could just buy gold and wait forever. But if I had 50 grand instead of 5 grand, I could buy 10 times as much. And that's what a prop firm is good for. But the prop firms generally don't want you to do that. So they promote day trading, right? There's another firm, it's called Trade the Pool, that's like all about swing trading and stock trading, but it is so retardedly expensive for what you get. It makes no sense to even do, right? Love the fact that Maven doesn't charge swap. Yeah, bro. Yeah, swap is retarded. Like first of all, I know there's a lot of Muslim traders, and Muslims are not allowed to do swap, right? So instead of like charging you an extra fee, I was just like, we'll just delete swap, right? Everyone who has Islamic accounts, what they do instead is they charge you a daily flat fee instead of swap. So it's not technically swap, right? Because swap is against the religion, right? If you're not Muslim. But I was like, fuck that. Why would I just charge you a flat fee for no reason every single day for leaving your account open? Which is what you should be doing. You should be long-term trading, bro. Why would I charge you for doing the thing that I think you should be doing? What a scam that would be, right? Islamic accounts are scams, I think. They just charge you a flat fee. Like a swap is also kind of a scam, right? Because like, what would you just tell you not to do the best style of trading? Hey, just you know the one style of trading that works for sure. Well, we're not going to allow it. Enjoying the live. Hey, thanks, man. Hey, let's do a giveaway. 10K one step from Maven. What you're gonna have to type into chat. So somebody was asking about YouTube. You can type it in YouTube, or you can type it in Kick, or you can type it in both. We're gonna go plus swap, and then that's if you type in plus swap into the chat, you'll enter the giveaway for a 10K one step. Okay. And if you don't happen to win, check out MavenTrading.com. Got the lowest account fees in the entire world. That actually does pay out every single time. No swap fees. Spreads are not the best. They're not the best spreads. That's your one caveat. That's the one drawdown on Maven. I'll be honest. Maven is the best at everything except for spreads. Sorry. Can't have it all. Nice. Okay, go fast. Try to do it to that beat. Okay. All right, spin it. Nice. Gold spreads are good at Maven. I mean, they're all right. Alaraza997. Open up a ticket in the Maven's Discord. Discord.gg/Maven. Won yourself a 10K one step. Congrats, brother. All right. Leave me alone. Dumb Hunter for life. Hey, thanks, guys. I love you guys. Streaming is one of the best parts of my job, honestly. This is kind of the funnest part of my job. We just kind of chill, chat. I get to be a super narcissistic asshole, and it actually is good for me. You know what I mean? Like, you know how like streamers are all just like influencers are all just like self-obsessed, and like that's great. I love it. I love being a narcissist. I love being an ego-driven narcissist, right? And that's what streaming allows me to do, is everyone just watches me talk for an hour about anything I want. I could talk, I could rant, I can give you my opinions. I can give you some of my opinions. I can be mean, but I can't be racist. You know what I mean? Like there's a line. I can talk about scams, but can't be racist. You know what I mean? You can do anything. You just can't be racist. You know? How's the weather? It's finally sunny for once, bro. I'm doing all right. So you're still trading? It's nighttime here? No, it's still a New York session. It's early morning for me right now. I'm the far west as you can go. Do you make a living off of trading? Ish, right? I don't live off of trading income from taking trades. No. I have a company that is trading related that has nothing to do with selling the Corsair signals. I have a prop firm, right, that pays me a flat salary that I'm able to live off of, right? And then I own it, so at some point I will retire, right? And then from there, right, I already feel like I'm retired, right? I retired a few years ago, sort of things, because I don't actually feel like I work. But from there, once I'm done working, then and there's just a bunch of money sitting somewhere, which there is a decent amount of money, then we will take that money and I will trade off of it and live off the trading income, right? But as of right now, I just trade with scraps, you know, just for the excitement of it, right? Your apartment looks good. Thank you. It is a house, not an apartment. You can maybe find what my house looks like on social media. It is a house on top of a mountain, in the middle of nowhere. Cool. Got about 10 more minutes. This trade is actually going pretty well. Now the thing is, it's like I still don't really know. Like, it could come up further. I'm still a little bit torn, but you can see that, you know, like basically what I think is going to happen is this is going to come up, right? And then at the end of the day, it's going to come down. Okay. Because why? Because we've regained this zone, so we need to retest up here at least, right? But the reality is we have a rejection off the 2 hour, right? So that means we should target new lows, and then that 24 hours is also telling us we're going to come down here, right? So I think that's what's going to happen for the day. Oh man, you should have bought Bitcoin in 2011. I got into Bitcoin in 2013. I didn't actually really own any, and then I lost. So I didn't have very much, and then I lost it all. But I was introduced into Bitcoin in 2013. The time when I actually started accumulating Bitcoin was more like 2017, 2018, something like that. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Cheers. Okay. Let's just watch a couple more clips. Those tier list things were really, really fun and popular. So we're gonna do more tier lists in the near future. I might have to stream for longer. I might have to stream like 2 hours a day, starting next week, so that we can get through more content, dude. We can do more stuff. I might do streams at close, open and close, starting next week. My sleep schedule is slowly starting to get better. Okay, I've seen this. Wait.
Sometimes you just need to put things into perspective. This is the reality of your competition. Half of people are literally too afraid to try. They don't even take the first step because they're scared of how other people are going to judge them or what happens if they fail. So if you literally just try once, you're already in the top 50%. And about 75% of the people that do try give up after a few attempts, right? They see a little bit of failure and it's too much for them. Now they already give up. So if you just stick with it, now you're already in the top 20, 25%. And of the ones that are going to stick with it, most of them are going to do it as like a leisure activity. They're not actually intentional with what they do. So now you're pretty much down to the top 5% if you just stick with it and you're intentional. And from there, all you need to do is stay hyper focused, like really lock in on the one thing that you're doing, and you will enter the 1%, which is where the winners are at.
Yeah. I love it. It's such a good relation to trading, where like let's break it down. Like, I've been doing trading for a long time. People message me constantly and they're like, I would love to learn how to trade, right? And I'm like, great, okay, start, right? And they're like, can you teach me? I'm like, no, you can start on your own. You don't need me to fucking hold your hand, right? And then, you know, 50% of them just don't even try, right? And then of that, you know, you get another like 30% that like open up a chart. They're like, oh, this is too confusing. They don't understand it immediately and they quit immediately, right? And then you've got your traders who actually start learning, okay, what the heck is MetaTrader? What the heck is you know, a pair, right? What are these assets? What is the NASDAQ, right? They learn a little bit and they're like, okay, I'm not making money yet, right? And then they give up, right? So exactly, it's like, okay, and then so these guys, right? These are the guys that trade for 3 months, right? Those last 10%, right? They trade for 3 months, and then again they lose all their money, and you know, now they're like, okay, I give up, right? Now the reality is, you get this last like 1-2%, right? And this is supposed to be the ones that make the money.